y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I used the Disney Designer Collection eyeshadow palette in one of their lipsticks. If you want to see how I got this look, go ahead and keep on watching. Today I felt like just playing with makeup, I really don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm just gonna start and just kind of see what I come up with. You really focus on using the Colourpop Disney Designer Collection. They just have really pretty shades. I thought they were so pretty and just fun, and I just wanted to have fun with them and play around. So if you guys want to see how my look turns out, just keep on watching. Go ahead and moisturize my face, and I'm just going to moisturize. I'm going to go in with my primer. This is the Maybelline Master Prime, and I'm just going to put that down as my primer and my base before we start any makeup or anything like that. So now we're going to go ahead and go into concealer, and I'm going to use the Maybelline concealer. I'm going to go ahead and lay this down as my eyeshadow primer just so that we have a nice base to go ahead and work with and stick to. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that right now. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the shade Chip. It's like this bone color, and I'm going to go ahead and lay that down as the base to cover up where we put that concealer. Now that we have that base laid down, I'm going to go ahead and go into the shade Grumpy. It's like this brownie color, and I'm going to set that down as the transition. That is all blended through the crease, I'm going to go ahead and take this brush and I'm going to go ahead and deepen up that outer corner. I'm going to go into the shade Triton for that. Is this color. It's a little darker than what we just went in with. To deepen up that outer corner. So we're just going to focus that right here. And now that we have that shade laid down, I'm going to go ahead and go back in with that big fluffy brush and just blend it out. Now that those are both blended out, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the shade, I want to do something fun, so I think I'm going to go ahead and go in with the shade Poisoned Apple. It's like this purple shimmer color, and I think that would be really fun all over the lid. So we're going to go ahead and go in with that. I'm going to go in with a packer brush, and I'm just going to lay that down all over the lid. What I'm actually going to do to make this a little bit more pigmented, I'm just going to spray it with some setting spray and then dip my brush back into it, and then it'll help it be a little bit more pigmented. That is how it's looking so far. I think I'm going to go ahead and move on to the rest of my face, and then I'll come back to the eyes. We already have moisturized and primed our face, so we're just going to go ahead and go into foundation. Today for foundation, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics CC cream. Mine is really gross and dirty. I really like this. It has a lot of coverage for it to be a CC cream. So I'm going to go ahead and take that and just apply my foundation. I'm going to use a beauty sponge to apply. Now that foundation is all applied, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my concealer. This is the Maybelline concealer, and I'm just going to go underneath my eyes with this, and I'm going to be very careful not to disrupt any of the eyeshadow. And now I'm going to go ahead and blend that in with a sponge. So now I'm going to go ahead and go in with some setting powder. I'm going to use the Cover FX one. I'm going to take that on my beauty sponge. I'm going to go right underneath my eye where I put that concealer. I'm going to go in with the True Match pressed powder by L'Oreal. I'm going to go ahead and take this brush and apply some pressed powder to my face just to set down the foundation. So I'm going to take this, knock off some of the excess, and then I'm just going to set my face, my whole face. We're going to go ahead and go in with our bronzer, and I'm going to use the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula, and I'm just going to add some color to my face so that I don't look so washed out. So now that we have some color to our face, we are going to go in with some blush. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Blush. That's a mouthful. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with this kind of slanted brush, and I'm just going to dip that in here, and I'm going to knock off some of the excess and apply it to the apples of my cheeks. Now I'm going to go ahead and take that brush again that we used for powder, and I'm just going to dip it in some loose powder. I'm going to go over that blush just to kind of tone it down a little bit if we got a little carried away. And I'm just going to take it right over this and just kind of help blend it a little better. So now that we have all of that done, I'm going to go ahead and go in and do my eyebrows. Go in with the Anastasia Brow Definer, and I'm just going to do my eyebrows. Check out my last video. I go more in depth on how to do your eyebrows, or how I do my eyebrows. So I'm just going to speed through this little part. So if you want to know how I do my eyebrows, you can go watch my last video. Now that my eyebrows are done, I'm going to go ahead and set them in place with the Anastasia Brow Gel. And this is just going to help our eyebrows stay in place all day. Now I'm going to go in with this brush and just make sure there's no excess powder under my eyes from where we set it earlier, because we don't want powder just sitting under our eye. I'm now going to go back in with the palette from Colourpop. So now I'm going to take this little brush. It's just a really little detailed brush. It's good for getting right under that lash line. And I'm going to go ahead and take the shade Poisoned Apple, the one that we used all over our lid, and I'm going to take that underneath the lash line, the lower lash line. So now that that is all smoked out on that lower lash line, I'm going to go ahead and go in with a little bit of eyeliner on my top lash line. And I'm just going to go really close to my lashes and just do a little bit of a line. Going with a little bit of mascara before I go in with my falsies. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Benefit Roller Lash. This one that's on this mascara is just a little bit easier to go on your bottom lashes. Before I go in with my falsies, which I'm going to do off camera, go in with the shade Prince Charming to the inner corner just to kind of brighten up our inner corner right there. And I'm just going to take it on that little detail brush that we used on our lower lash line, and I'm going to spray it with some setting spray just to make it really pop. And as you can see, that just made our inner corners pop. For highlighter, I'm going to go into the Fenty Beauty highlighter. I really love this. But before I go in with that, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the D-Slick by Urban Decay. So I'm going to go in with that Fenty Beauty highlighter, and I'm just going to go right above my blush with that, right there on the cheekbone. So now that I applied my lashes off camera, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Colourpop X I Love Sarai lip pencil. This is in the shade 951. And I'm just going to line my lips. Now that I have lined my lips, I am going to take shade Ariel by the Colourpop Disney collection. It's so pretty. It has all the princesses' names on them. I'm going to take Ariel. It's kind of this nudie brown color. It's so pretty. So I'm just going to go over that all over the lips. And guys, that is the finished look. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and also leave a comment and let me know who your favorite Disney princess is. Mine is Belle, hands down. I love Belle. If you guys could just subscribe to my channel and leave me a like, I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching.